Hi everyone, Gary here from Restore Solutions. Just want to introduce the Husqvarna range of air scrubbers. This is the Husqvarna A1000 and this is the Husqvarna A2000. So these particular units now have been in our possession for a good couple of years now in Australia. These are made by Pullman Ermator in Sweden, and now Husqvarna has bought that opportunity to put their stamp on this particular product and own this particular product, and it's phenomenal product, really is. Just slide into the slot here. We do this one-handed. There we go. And certainly now we can actually put ducting off this. So that's your inlet, and this is your outlet on the side here, which we can put ducting off as well. So this particular air scrubber, the reason why I really love this air scrubber is I like the footprint of it. It's actually a really small air scrubber. It's 20 kilos, but it's very strong, very well built, and the filter system is a curtain style HEPA, so it actually has a lot more contact points. So the air quality, which we check with a particle counter, the air quality that comes out of this particular unit is unbelievable compared to its opposition. So one thing we do is we check the air coming in, or we check the air coming out, and it's a hell of a lot of difference. You know, I have numbers of zeros down to 0.03 of a micron that comes out of this particular unit. So it is a very clean unit. So this is a 1,000 cubic meters, which is about 600 CFM, and this is its big brother, which is 2,000 cubic meters, which is about 1,200 CFM. So both these units, you got ducting off either side. So the pre-filters, which just slide in, you can actually slide in a carbon filter as well. So the pre-filters are very reasonably priced. That's the curtain style HEPA that's in there. If you can see that, how it's got a lot more contact points inside there. And then obviously, you know, you can buy the unit with the shroud or without the shroud. Look, line up, Gary. There we go. So it has got a protective cover as well. If you don't want the shroud, you can just put the protective cover back on like so, and then that just locks into place like that. So these units now, we've been selling them for probably about nearly 2.5, 3 years now, and certainly we've had so much great response back from the restorers. They're purchasing the units, they're coming back for more, they're selling some of their other units that they already have, and they're coming back to these units. So we've had some fantastic response from these particular units. The air quality coming out is a lot cleaner, and the ductability of in and out is certainly a benefit to them also. So it's backed by Husqvarna. Husqvarna is a great, huge company that's backed this product, and we certainly have found it fantastic in the Restore Solutions arsenal. So again, air scrubber, great justification tool. So where would I use an air scrubber? I'm going to be using an air scrubber here, using on a grey water situation, which is a category 2, or certainly 100% of the time on a black water situation, which is the category 3. I certainly want to be using an air scrubber every single time. So if I've got sewage, or if I've got mold, or if I've got Cat 3 water, from river rose up and flood through the house, whatever it might be, air scrubbers really need to be present to get rid of those contaminants out of the air. Certainly sometimes on dust containment, certainly great too. Or if people are, if you're going in to do a restoration job and they might be, asthmatic or allergy sufferers, and you certainly want to, it's a category 1 water damage, so it's clean water, but you're blowing a heap of dust around. So certainly you want to contain some of that dust as well. And it's fantastic for, your home handyman guys, or renovation guys or builders that certainly are doing that restoration work, that want to control that. So there's new silica laws that have come out now, so they make sure they have to look after the containment. We've got the containment side of things, containment walls, and then certainly we've got to look at making sure we filter that air. So filtering the air is very, very important, and it's becoming more important from job to job rather than not having air scrubbers. Air scrubbers going back 15, 18 years ago when we first started putting them on jobs. What are those things? You're not charging me for that. Now it's just common nature. Everyone, there've been a lot of, especially like, recent floods up in Townsville, the air scrubbers going in months in buildings, months and months, just continually looking after the air until the clearance can happen. So that's a little bit about our Husqvarna air scrubber range. We'll see if we've got some questions. Let's see who we've got some questions from.
Okay, we've got a question about the A1000 and ducting it into a D2.
Yeah, ducting an A1000. Can we duct an A1000 into a D2? Well, certainly the A1000, you've got a couple of different speeds on the A1000. So if you turn it on to low and you want to duct it into the D2, you can on the room intake. This is the outlet here that it comes out of, this side here. You can actually duct that into the D2. But make sure you have it on low. On high, it'll be actually too much pressure because it's 595 cubic meters, the Drymatic 2, where this one here is 1,000, but on low speed it's 600, so it's very close.
All right. Next question is, does the big one have locks on the wheels?
Yeah, the big one has locks on the wheels, correct. It has four-wheel, I'm pretty sure there's four-wheel locks. Yep, there's four-wheel locks on the wheels.
Stackability of the A1000.
Yeah, the A1000 is certainly stackability. It's got rubber feet underneath, so you can stack it in. There's no locking, they stack in, but they grip pretty well. Like this one's stacked on top of the other one here, and you can see how this is gripping pretty well because of the rubber feet. So, but obviously in a vehicle, you want to be still tying them down.
Do you know how many amps the big one's pulling?
Okay, how many amps does the big one pull?
3.3.
3.3. I'm pretty sure it's 1.2 for this A1000. 1.2. Hey, I got one correct.